Hello?
Hey Frankie, how you doing?
Doing fine. How about you? How's your night?
Uh, Gonna be honest, not great. After work I just went straight to the bar and started drinking like crazy. I'm not sure why I did, but I kind of had a sixth sense that things weren't gonna go well that night, and I think I just wanted to be numb to everything. So I wound up having like a dozen Moscow mules before 8 o'clock, and finally they said I needed to pay my tab and leave, but my credit card was denied, so they took all my cash and threw me out. I should have just gone home, but I went to another bar down the street and had some more drinks there. I also ran into this guy from work, Pietro Numerkov. He was at the bar for a party, a work thing. They were celebrating this woman getting promoted. She's going to be taking on more of my responsibilities. He asked me why I only had one shoe on, and I guess I must have lost a shoe between the first and the second bar because I remember the floor feeling cold, and I thought, I need a good scotch to warm me up. So I told the bartender, this other guy I knew, Craig Gluberschleck, that I wouldn't be able to pay for my drinks, and he said it was fine. He knew I'd be good for it. But then I thought I saw a bee, and things are kind of fuzzy after that. All I remember is the sound of broken glass, and the next thing I know, I'm walking around looking for another bar. But while I was walking, I started feeling really sick, and I threw up in a trash can. But it wasn't a trash can, it was a stroller with a baby inside. And its parents just had this look of horror on their faces, and there was a split second before this baby started wailing that they just didn't know what to do first. It was a really young couple too. This was probably like their first kid, and they were still figuring all this out. Anyway, the mother just throws this haymaker at me, and I go straight down into the gutter. I think it was then that I realized the streets weren't safe for me anymore, so I tried to call a taxi on my phone, but I couldn't remember the passcode. And I asked this man if I could briefly borrow his phone. He said no. I asked him please, and he said no, I don't have it. And I said, but I see it in your pocket. Be a good person and let me have it. I tried to grab it, and he held me to the ground. He was like 6'7", and as I kept biting him, I thought he was going to kill me. But then, out of nowhere, this Rottweiler leapt in and just started attacking the guy. I mean, it was biting and thrashing its claws with all its might, protecting me from certain doom. It felt amazing. It felt primal. And once it had finished, it looked into my eyes, and I felt what thousands of years of evolution had prepared me for. At that moment, I knew we were connected forever. I led him back to my place, and I made him a bed out of newspaper that was just delivered. I kept thinking, this must have been what my mom felt like. And then out of nowhere, the dog started barking like crazy. I thought, well, he must be hungry, so I just emptied everything out of my fridge. But that didn't work, and he chased me into the bathroom. He wasn't letting me out, so I started writing a poem in the bathtub, and I think it's pretty good. It's about a pirate, a tinsmith, and global warming. Yeah, I must have fallen asleep because I woke up to the police banging on my door. I mean, the neighbors must have called about the dog. So I wiggled myself out of the bathroom window as the police broke down the door, and they fired like a lot of shots, and I heard this woman scream, "Tony!" and get off him, and a lot of sounds of general anguish, like, oh! And then I found a payphone, and now I'm talking to you.
Wow, sounds rough.
Yeah, not great. You mind if I crash at your place for just a night?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, thanks a bunch. I'll be over on a bus later today. Okay, I'm out of change, so I guess I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.